Okay, we have Penguin0 again getting butthurt over this particular scam artist that's going to show later, who is actually saying some truthful things about gender dynamics. Now, before we get into this, I just want to show you that what we got here. Danny DeVito. Danny DeVito is the fifth hottest man on the planet, according to a new poll. I want you guys to keep that in mind before we get into what Penguin0 has to say.
We've all heard the expression, fake it till you make it, but today I want to take a look at what happens when all you do is fake it without ever making it. You end up like this loser we're about to take a look at today. A guy who has become a complete parody of self-confidence, but without any level of self-awareness. He portrays himself as an extremely successful, extremely rich guy that would have no problem at all stealing your wife right out from under your nose. It's beautiful stuff that he talks.
Look, this guy could be a pathetic scam artist. He's no good at scamming. But may not be pathetic, period. Right? So this is important for you guys to realize.
About.
Take you, for example, and me, and we both pull up and we go to your girl. Odds are I'm gonna take that bitch. If you compared me to you, you're not gonna win that battle.
Bro's out here rocking that man dark body type and acting like he for some reason be able to take your girl just because he rolled up in a rented McLaren.
Okay, now we see what's going on. This guy actually said something true. Girls go for status. Girls, you don't need to work out. Women want what you own. That's what it is. And of course, this Penguin0, who followed that, he gained status. He's got 12 million subscribers. He got his girl. I suspect you have a girl, right, Penguin? You got it because you gained status. And that's what this guy is saying. This is what you have to do to get the girl.
This guy's entire personality is money. He's like a real-life Mr. Krabs, but with even skinnier arms. So he believes because...
No. It's not that his personality is money. He's telling you that personality doesn't matter. It's what you bring to the table financially that gets the girl, and he's right. I see beautiful women with assholes all the time. Your personality doesn't matter to women.
Because he has money that he's entitled to women and women find him irresistible.
Now, where does that come from? Entitled to women? No, he said because he's got money, women will be attracted to him. That's what he's saying. Now, what's pathetic is this kind of dishonesty here. He doesn't consider himself entitled. There's nothing about what this guy said that suggests that.
You can tell by looking at him, this was no jock in high school. This wasn't exactly the prom king. Yet he pretends that he is now. He talks about how successful his businesses are now.
No. He's not pretending he's the prom king. He's telling you that money gets the girl, and he happens to be right about that.
He has a 9-figure business. He has all of this money. Though I don't necessarily take him at his word, because I just don't believe a fucking word this guy says.
So the next time you think that your girl's on lock, I got the keys to the castle, motherfucker.
I have no doubt he spent hours trying to cook up that finishing line right there.
I agree. I don't believe this guy. I can see he's an obvious scam artist, and he's bad at it. The thing is, if he fools anybody, he's gained success. It's hard to argue with success. Like, Penguin, you've got 12 million subscribers. I have a hard time arguing with that. A lot of people will follow guys like you who are very empty and have nothing to say. What can I say?
The keys to the castle. Now, why I don't believe him about the success of his business is because the only thing he shows that's worth money is his car, the McLaren. He's made like 1,000 shorts about how much money he spends filling up a McLaren's tank, or how often he drives his McLaren, and that is the only thing worth a lot of money that he's ever shown, at least that I've seen.
Well, scam artists have to start somewhere, right? He's starting small.
So that leads me to believe that it is 100% rented, or he really dumped all of his money into that one vehicle in order to portray himself as a successful businessman. He did a little house tour, and it's very humble living. It's a nice place, but it's not exactly like a super mega mansion you would expect.
But if his scam works, he can build off it and start putting his money into other things that make him look rich, right?
Someone with a 9-figure business to own. And he's not wearing a ton of ice or anything like that, and he's clearly a guy who loves to flex because he's always talking about his wealth and his success, yet the only thing you can ever see from that is that McLaren.
Well, hopefully he's watching your video and taking notes. So, okay, this Penguin0 guy's right. I got to get myself some bling and wear a suit. A suit would be fairly small investment, and it would add to it. That's true.
Now this may be like a tinfoil hat conspiracy, but I truly just think he either rents it for these videos, or even more depressingly, drained all of his finances to make that big purchase with that belief that this car would be enough to convince people that he has a lot of money.
But it's not pathetic. He has nothing to lose, right? If he poured all his money into purchasing that car, he still owns the car. He's still at the starting point. He hasn't gone backwards. Still gets to drive around a nice car. So there's nothing for him to lose. The worst case scenario is scam doesn't work and he tries something else, right? He's not like a married man who put all his life into like a diamond engagement ring and then he pays alimony and child support later on.
Like, he specced all of his points into delusion here and is just letting it rip. Like, this McLaren means I'm successful. I gotta fake it till I make it. This is how I do it.
Here's why the gym does not matter. I'm
By the way, this is important. Listen to this.
tired of guys that are like, oh, I'm going to the gym, I'm trying to get fit. I feel like I have pretty decent tone.
Did douchebag Slender Man get you with that jump scare in the beginning? So this is his rant about why going to the gym makes you a fucking idiot. Because he's skinny and insecure. So you going to the gym...
No. This is the dishonesty, this guy. This guy doesn't come off as insecure at all. That's you projecting onto him. You are the insecure one. He actually said something that's very true. This makes Penguin0 insecure. He said that it doesn't matter that you go to the gym. And Danny DeVito is proof of it. I guarantee you, Danny DeVito never lifted weights in his entire life. There was never a time where he was buff, ever. And yet he made 5th on a poll of 20 top sexiest men, right? Hottest men, sorry. He beat out guys like Tom Hardy, Pierce Brosnan, Jason Momoa. You could at least argue that Pierce Brosnan's old, but Jason Momoa, Chris Evans, right. He's number 5. So this guy, this scam artist, even though he is a scam artist, said something that's absolutely true. If you want to get a girl, why waste your time getting buff? Just become famous. Danny DeVito can't compare physically with Hugh Jackman, who's on that list. He's not pretty. He's very, very short. He's not just not tall. He's short. And he has a terrible physique. And he's old. And yet he's number 5. He beat out Hugh Jackman on that list.
Gym is offensive to him. It's pretty pathetic. You don't want to go to the gym, that's fine. Buddy's out here built like 2 French fries duct taped to an uncooked spaghetti noodle. And if you're happy with your body there, that's absolutely fine. But
that's not what he said. He says, if you want to get the girl, you don't need to go to the gym. And he's right.
Why shit on people that are going to the gym? He makes a whole rant about why it's stupid to do it, which...
No. He's saying if you want to get the girl, you're wasting your energy into putting it into a body. Get wealth and fame. And he's right.
Is laughable.
I don't need to go to the gym, because you pull up to the gym making less than 10K a month, pulling up in your bullshit fucking Corolla, and I pull up in my McLaren. It's not even a contest, dude. No one gives a fuck about your muscles. Most of the guys that go to the gym, I'm sorry to tell you this, but you're fucking stupid. All that pre-workout that you're taking is making you more stupider.
So unless you're making over 10K a month, you don't have the right to go to the gym? Like, he's not...
Like, why would you say something so disingenuous? That's not what he said at all. He didn't say that at all. He said, put your money, put your time and your energy in what your end goal is. And your end goal is to get the girl. Why spend 5 hours at the gym every night or even 1 hour when you could be working and making a bigger income? That's what attracts the ladies.
Not even making a point. Like he's not.
Yes, he did. He made a point. You just told a bold-faced lie. Either you're lying or you're too stupid to realize you're wrong. This guy told a fact. Show up with assets. That car is a status symbol. Show up with status symbols and it'll attract the women, and it does.
I'm not even saying like the time you spend in the gym, you could be spent learning how to drop ship things from Alibaba. Like he's not even like trying to make some kind of point. He's just like, you're stupid for going to the gym because you're making less than 10K a month. He actually sounds like he's about to cry. You're stupid with your dumb muscles, dumb muscle man. Like, what in the crazy insecurity are you going through right now to think that
He's not insecure. He didn't look like he's crying. He's just putting on a scam, and I can't say he's doing a good job. He's bad at scamming. I don't think he'll succeed at his scam, but he has nothing to lose if he fails at it. You know, he's no worse off if it doesn't take flight.
this was a good idea?
Here's why you gotta break up with your girlfriend if you're not making 6 figures a year. Brutal honest truth is that girls need a man who can protect and provide for them. If you're not making at least 10K a month, how the fuck are you gonna protect and provide for your girl?
Man's out here boofing crazy pills. You don't need to be making 10K a month in order to protect your girlfriend. You have absolutely no meat on your bones whatsoever. The only foe you're equipped to handle is if the gingerbread men from Shrek tried to attack your girl, then maybe you could fend them off. But
Well, for one thing, the protecting is horseshit anyway. Women don't need protection. Who would they protect them from? Other men. Men love women. They would never attack women. So women are safe. But provision, yeah, women get together with the man because they want him to provide for her. That is a simple fact of life. I mean, look at you. You got 12 million subs. You got a merch store. I suspect you're making money. You do exactly what he's saying. You make money to get your girlfriend. I suspect you have a girlfriend, Penguin0, and you follow all the rules this guy's talking about.
everyone above
So
the
he's not pathetic, okay?
age of 18 and weighing more than 100 pounds, it's going to be a tough tussle. And making
By the way, I agree. He wasn't going to one-on-one defend someone from, he's not going to take on another guy, but you're forgetting that wealthy men can hire bodyguards. Case in point, take a look at Donald Trump, right? He's a fat, elderly man. Who do you think Donald Trump can take on one-on-one? But go try laying your hands on him, see what happens. I'm sure he's got bodyguards to take you down. Know what was popular in the past? Men would avoid getting muscular in the past. You know why? Because muscles was a sign of a lack of status. If you had strong musculature, it means you were a working peon, and women avoided you, right? It was a sign of wealth when you were stick-like. And women will put out, hey, like I said, there's Danny DeVito. Who do you think Danny DeVito is going to take on? He's not even 5 feet tall. And yet, he's voted 5th hottest man in the world.
more than 10K a month doesn't enable you to magically protect her better. If someone's making a ruckus and you're trying...
Yeah, you can just hire a bodyguard, right? Or call the police. Because if you're high enough status, the police jump. So if some guy's causing a ruckus and you call the police and you're Mr., important, they'll come running. And that's more impressive to women, by the way, Penguin. Much more impressive than a man taking on another man is a bunch of other men showing up at your word. That's much more impressive.
Trying to stop whatever's going on, the amount of money you have isn't going to do anything for you. You can't just be like throwing money at it, like, get away from her, you scallywag. She's with me, and I make more than 10K a month. Here's money. Like, throwing it all over the place to get them away. Like, it just doesn't make sense. It's just pure delusion. Now, I guess, like, he's not wrong. If you make more money, you can.
But she won't leave him. Even if the guy knocked him down and, wanted to get with her, if the guy fighting you, no matter how powerful he is physically, if he's a penniless nobody, the guy's girlfriend isn't going to go with him. Is she?
Provide more, I suppose. But what the fuck does that have to do with anything? So if you don't make.
See, now this is pathetic right here. I want to play that again. He admits that provision makes a difference.
If you make more money, you can.
This minute, sorry, get back here.
It doesn't make sense. It's just pure delusion. Now, I guess, like, he's not wrong. If you make more money, you can provide more, I suppose. But what the fuck does that have to do with anything? So if you don't.
So he admits it, and what it has to do is that women will shack up with a man who provides. That's what his point is. And that's his point. Because again, that's how you behave. You build yourself up to get your girl, just like the rest of us.
Don't make 100K at least a year, break up with your girl.
It's cool that she's sticking with you right now because you're trying to build yourself. But
Okay, let's see. Well, see if there's anything else worth looking at. What else is pathetic is when you display your ignorance.
They'll like sign up to courses or anything like that. I'm really not sure if he actually like loves the smell of his own farts or if it all is an act. I couldn't tell you.
I can tell you it's obviously an act, yeah. Exactly.
Either way, it's to further the goal of making money off the back of desperate people who see this and think that this guy is actually super successful and is trying to give them the secrets to success.
Exactly. Yeah. Gurus are a dime a dozen. They do it because it's the easy way out. It works. Scam artists, if they're successful, gain easy money. And this guy is obviously a scam artist, right? So why can't you? I mean, you don't believe him. He's obviously a scam artist. You can't figure it out. But you are pointing out that this guy isn't pathetic because if his scam works, he's successful, and you can't argue with success.
It's all just another guru scam, but I find him particularly entertaining because he's doing the bare minimum. He didn't even bother to invest in his own body to look the part, so he's not in good shape. He didn't.
No, you're being an idiot. He just got through back here saying that going to the gym is a waste of time. So if he had actually built his body up and then said that, he would have made himself look bad. If he had a muscular toned body and said working out is a waste of your time, people would call him on it. So he actually has a proper investment is at keeping himself scrawny. Do you ever notice, do you ever pay attention to the words that come out of your mouth?
Bother to even really pretend to have a lot of money aside from that McLaren that he shows from time to time, and he's just saying things that other gurus say. And
yeah, so he listens to guys who have achieved success through their scamming and say, okay, that's how it's done, right? I don't think he's very good at it at all. Matter of fact, I think he's terrible at it. But he's following the footsteps, or trying to follow the footsteps, of scam artists that have been successful. So it makes sense, right?
I don't know if he's actually found real success. I know he has quite a bit of botted engagement that I've seen online, at least as of everything I've been able to research from it. But other than that, I don't know if anyone even believes his act. I would be surprised if they did, because he's very bad at it. Also,
Agreed. I agree with that. I don't think he'll be a successful scam artist, right? But he's trying, and he has nothing to lose. Again, if he put all his money into that car, he still owns that car. So he's got nothing to lose. He's not the pathetic one. What's pathetic is a guy who's butthurt over the things, the truthful things the scam artist is saying, and then crying over it and making yourself look bad. You are the pathetic person here. And the reason why I'm pointing this out in my video is to say, look, when even a scam artist says something true, you've got to give him kudos. You've got to follow the truth of it. That's what you do. You know, you don't have to go give into a scam, but when he says women go for status, you believe him because he's saying the truth. You give people credit where credit is due. And this guy here, this pathetic guy, is not willing to. Now, he's got 12 million subs, like I said, so I'll give you credit where it's due. You are a scam artist, Penguin0, because you gave an empty video where all you did was butthurt crying, but you still have guys willing to follow you and probably buy your merchandise. So the difference between you and that other guy is that on one hand, you're successful. You're a successful scam artist, right? But two, I have to admit, out of the two of you, you're the one who comes off as pathetic and not him. Okay? So that's the end of this video.